Welcome to TPK Roleplay, and welcome to the 8th episode of our Curse of Strahd campaign, Dark Echoes. This campaign, while based on the standard module from the Wizards of the Coast, has been modified using additional content from a variety of sources. Dark Echoes will be a vivid exploration of classic Gothic horror tropes and monsters of all kinds. It may be a brutal, stressful, and grim experience, and is not for the faint of heart. Please know that those of us around the virtual table have given our consent to explore these topics together as respectfully as we can, but if you, the viewer, should feel uncomfortable at any point, please make sure to step away, get some air, stretch your legs, and check in on us again later. And with that, I am Luke Locke, and I will be your Dungeon Master. Players, please introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Osara Franco, and I'm playing Ireena Kolyana, the Human Ranger. Passing it over to Cole.
Hello, I am Kohlrabi. I will be playing Colin, the Antiquarian, and I haven't had a shave in a long time, and my hair is getting pretty wild, so hopefully there's a salon the next place we're going.
Hi, my name's Tyrant, and I will be playing Winchester, the, high elf druid? Half elf druid who is blind, and therefore cannot say. Throw it over to Toby.
Oh hey, I'm Tony playing Toby. the lizard folk barbarian who just wants... Apparently I can't control myself. I want them decadent pies in the last episode. I'll pass it over to... Oh, well, apparently now it's...
Just hold on a second. I would like to...
Oh no! I am the
like
DM now. Oh, not anymore. Oh,
that
God,
I checked this
everywhere.
Before.
We're gonna go to...
Nope.
Ty?
You guys are still...
If I'm playing Colin again, I'm here for this.
God damn it, how did this happen?
I love Colin so much. Sarah, the player, loves Colin so much.
Oh, God. Okay.
Oh, well, it was right for a second.
Are we good? I think we got it.
Oh,
Yes?
yeah.
Just real quick, before Turk introduces himself, I am Tyrant, and I am playing Winchester, and he is a grumpy half-elf druid, and he is in pain and hates the world, just like I do on this dark, dreary morning. So, over to Turk.
Yes, hi, I am not in fact Tyrant. I am Turk. I will be playing Alexander Sergeyevich Leonid, the human sorcerer, and there's sunbeam on my face. It's a beautiful morning, and I'm gonna die.
You got punked, chat. You thought there was no tie. Pew, 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 pew.
We have a very special surprise before I launch into anything. And I am going to show it to all of you now. And I'm really, really hoping that it'll show up on stream good and very, very visible for us. But can we see it?
Yeah.
Well,
Did you test it? You didn't test it
yes.
before?
Can we see it? How do I just?
Yes. It's
It
printed
It
looks
right
won't.
on
That's
screen.
as big as I can get
It is good. They can see. But also, if you may have noticed, our tokens are now our new artistic representations. Because Luca is the best.
I am the best.
Don't forget to pat yourself on the shoulder, back, whatever.
Yeah, there we go. Now we can see. This wonderful art was brought to you from our very own Toby. Tony. Toby. Toby STFNS. Is that what? Yeah, there we go. He commissioned this wonderful art for us, and it's beautiful, and we all love it very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Tony.
Okay, so
Be sure
now-
to check Twitter for the full thing
yes.
in a moment or so, whenever.
Tony, are you twittering it out?
Yeah, it's just a megabytes, and my potato takes a minute. Like
The
5 minutes.
The moment Tony's twittering catches up with his potato internet, you guys will be able to see it on the web.
Oh, there it goes. Hooray!
Ah, okay. And he's what is D&D on the Twitters. Okay. But now that the fun part is done.
What do you mean?
Don't say it. Don't say it like that.
Yeah,
Don't
what do
say
you
it
mean?
like that. We know what it means.
What does
know.
it mean?
All right, here we go.
Listen. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. But last we left off, you guys were coming down, begun your descent down out of the Ravenloft Moors, the Highlands, and you had spotted a little windmill and then a valley beyond with a large lake and nearby a little walled city by its shores. And as you were passing this windmill, Toby caught some scent of some pies.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna, there we go again.
Yes, so previous conversations have led to this moment. And Colin reaches out and is about to stop Toby and just says, huh? And sits down, takes a seat in the grass.
Toby, you cannot just run into random windmills in Barovia. This is a bad idea.
Obi.
Alexander's just gonna go following after him.
Yeah, Toby with that scent is just dash.
Okay. I'm gonna
I am
just,
speed.
I am the speed.
there we go. I am going to, there we go.
Oh no, I don't like this music.
You don't?
Oh my god.
Why not?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't hear it yet.
That's because your
Oh,
potato internet.
Shut.
Okay. So, the old Sphalic Road transitions here from being a winding path to, let me bring you over, through the mountains and Ravenloft Moors to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into the fog-filled valley. In the heart of the valley, you see the walled town near the shores of the great mountain lake. Its waters dark and still. A branch in the road leads west to a promontory. Atop which is perched a dilapidated stone windmill, its warped wooden vanes stripped bare. The onion-domed edifice leans forward into one side, as though trying to turn away from the stormy gray sky. You see gray bricks and walls and dirt-covered windows on the upper floors. A decrepit wooden platform encircles the windmill above a flimsy doorway leading to the building's interior. Beyond the windmill, against the edges of the forest, you can see a ring of stone megaliths surrounding a grassy mound encircled by smaller stones. And let me just... There we go. Toby, enticed by the smell of pies, you begin running up past the fields of what appear to be squash, pumpkins, things of that nature, in fields with scarecrows mounted haphazardly. It's right up to the door, smelling these pies. The air is thick with them. What is everyone else doing?
Running after Toby.
Yeah, I think. Go for it, Colin.
I was just gonna say I will stay semi-close, but I'm taking out my sword and chopping down all the scarecrows. I've read this one before. Do not trust any scarecrows in a field.
So as Toby is running up, Colin is going to become very distracted, but just hold 1 second, and he's gonna just take down all of these farms' scarecrows. At which point there will be a few ravens that come down and kind of circle around, squawking at you. A few will even swoop in front of Toby as if trying to cut him off.
Good luck.
Well, Winchester will be slowly following Toby, knowing that there's nothing we can do to dissuade him.
Okay.
Ireena's gonna follow, but she's going to be kind of imploring, like, Toby, you must fight. No, we cannot. We do not know who lives here. You must use your brain. I know that there's that smell, but please, Toby, please, just try. Toby, where are you going? Please don't. And I'm attempting to persuade.
Roll a persuasion. Toby, roll... I want you to roll two things. I want you to roll against that persuasion, but I also want you to roll a con save.
Okay. What am I rolling against the persuasion? Would it be
19?
charisma?
Yeah.
Okay.
Against
Haha,
that
3.
Oh. And what was your con save?
Let's make that a private roll.
You have advantage on your con save. This boy out here
Yeah.
privately rolling dice. Who are you?
Okay. So, Toby,
Yes.
as you get real close, you approach, you're within 30 feet of the windmill. The fog is a little thicker here, but you can see light flickering out of the windows. Even though it's daytime, the fog encircling the windmill makes it appear almost dark.
Excuse me,
You...
GM.
Uh-huh.
I only see one roll from Toby for con save, and I told him he has advantage.
You can roll advantage in one roll.
But is that advantage, Tony?
He threw with advantage.
All right. I ain't letting you trying to pull a fast one on me.
No, he really did. But as Ireena calls out to you, catching sight of this windmill, something stops you. Maybe it's the sound of her voice, maybe it's the looming edifice in front of you, but you stop and pause. However, your mind is still filled with the call of those pastries, but you are able to gain some composure temporarily and stop in your tracks. Everyone else, what are you doing?
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Toby. Oh, we must be very careful. Just don't ring anywhere.
Are you alright, Bobby?
Yes.
Okay.
Just nose in the air, just... Oh.
Right.
If he is abated, we should make haste away from this place.
Winchester is saying really good things right now. I don't think there's any event where we want to go into an abandoned, creepy old windmill.
Well, this is obviously not abandoned.
Even more reason not to go inside.
Winchester, can you see inside?
That is a good point. I would get within my range of my blind sight. Can I hear movement? Can I?
Yeah,
what
you
do I hear
you
in
can
that?
tell that the ground floor has been converted into a sort of makeshift kitchen. There's baskets and dishware kind of piled everywhere. There's like what appears to be like a peddler's cart in there, chicken coop, a trunk that appears to be like holding a bunch of little tiny frogs hopping about in it, from best you can
There's
tell.
a chicken coop on the inside?
Mm-hmm. Like
Ew,
just like a little
God, that
cage,
smells awful.
like a little cage, you know, that you would see at like a street market. And then you see what appears to be an older woman, as best you can tell from your vision, kind of puttering around the kitchen, opening the oven, tending to things like that.
And would I get any sense from floors higher up? How tall is the windmill?
It's relatively tall, though I don't know that you would see a whole lot up there. What's your blind sight again?
It's 60 feet.
Okay.
So it's like, I don't know, 4 to 6 stories, depending on the height of the ceiling.
Okay, let me show you then. That's kind of what you can see.
All right, and nothing moving around on the top. Nothing moving around on the top floor.
There does appear on a higher floor to be another old woman, and there are some huddled forms on the very top.
Huddled forms.
Like forms like either laying in blankets, or you're unable to really see what's happening there.
So two women then?
Mm-hmm.
Before Winchester gets too much further, since they're all just kind of lingering around here, I'm just gonna mutter some words, and they'll come out in front of me and glow, and everyone in the party has resistance currently. And the words kind of hang around for 1 minute.
Perhaps we should look into this stone circle and be on our way. I believe that was the object of interest. Yeah.
I agree. I do think we should get Toby away from here as fast as possible.
I can take care of Toby if Toby wants to come with me away from this place. Look at
Toby. Winchester will walk up to Toby.
And Ireena. You are going to see an old woman with a cart coming down from the road behind you. Just you two, though, because you guys have the highest perception.
Is it the same woman we've met before or different?
She's still a little ways away. You can't really tell yet, but it does. I mean, if you were to guess, it's probably the same woman from the village.
I guess I don't know what Winchester's seeing really, but this person's heading to the windmill, right?
They appear to be, yep.
How tall is the grass that I'm chopping through?
Not very. It's like oats.
I'm
Not
still
actual
gonna
wheat.
try to like motion out to everyone to come to me, and I'm going to be like this, and I'm gonna lay down and hope that they follow suit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna lay down.
We should just carry on. It's best not to linger. This is quite suspicious. But she'll lay down.
Yeah, Toby is just following his nose and getting close to that door.
Toby.
Yeah, I mean, you were able to be persuaded to stop just rushing in, but I feel like you very much still want to go in there.
Winchester will step in front of Toby if he can get up to him. Toby, I know what you're experiencing. I can smell it too, but I'm not trying to take away your autonomy. I'm just trying to be your friend, please. Please come with me.
But pies.
Yes, we will find you pies later. Now is not the time. This place is not right.
Two of them go. Oh shit! We should move.
Please, let's leave.
The woman with the cart has been just rowing steadily closer while you guys are standing on this path.
Hmm.
And if you guys are having this conversation right outside the door, has anyone attempted to stealth themselves?
Ireena has. I feel like
Yeah.
Ireena and Colin.
Yeah, Ireena, Colin, you've like hunkered down in the fields, like you found like a little stretch of field that's like growing oats, and have been like managed to hide yourselves there.
Yeah, even if the rest don't hide, in my mind, it'll be better if they get attacked that they don't know that we're hiding. So either way, I'm sticking with that.
What time of day is it right now?
Afternoon.
Okay, so there's shadows and stuff being cast.
Yeah.
Winchester probably hearing the sound of the cart a little ways off. As soon as he hears that, I'm sorry, Toby. And Winchester will cast his arm over the top of Toby's head, and everyone within... what is the range on this? Yes. Everyone within 30 feet of me, it's essentially like a blanket of darkness just kind of cascades over them. And then Winchester will turn into his wolf form and tackle Toby into the tall grass. Essentially, I just cast Pass Without a Trace, so everyone gets a +10 to their stealth bonus. And I'm tackle stealthing Toby.
Okay.
And we can do a contested strength if we want. But that's what I was
Toby
trying.
ain't about
that's what I
that
needed
right
to
now.
But Toby is facing forwards. Winchester's coming from behind. Toby would not expect this.
No,
That's why-
Winchester's
that's-
in front of
do.
him.
I was in front of Toby.
Come on, Winchester.
It's fine.
We're against Toby here.
Hey,
It's fine.
GM, do you need our stealth rolls
Fuck
then?
me.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
And what do we get to add? Remind me.
Plus 10. Yep.
Yeah, that's a 31.
Yeah, you're just like shung in the oats, looking like, if anything, someone would just assume that you are a lost scrap of, like, someone's lost their cloak and it's blown here.
I still rolled a
in the
12.
Jesus.
But
Can
Judas,
Colin, however,
Time
his
out. I was gonna
curiosity
say-
getting the better of him.
Given that my route is so significantly higher, I know we already have passed the trace, my beautiful and benevolent DM. But could Ireena, because she's from Barovia, seeing Colin kind of move, like stick a foot out or something to push something up to just help just a little bit more, just to like hide him a little bit more?
Okay, so Colin, wanting to see what's going on, is going to stick his head up, and you're very much going to be like, and like pull him down, and I will give you another roll as she does this to help you.
Oh, my token disappeared.
I moved you up.
Okay, I'll just roll.
If you, you should just be able to zoom out.
Okay, that'll be a 22.
Okay.
It's a 28 for me.
Okay, that's right. That's right.
So yeah, as you end up tackling Toby to the ground, he's going to like yell, "Hey!"
Yeah, the door is going to creak open. And an older looking woman is going to peer out her head. Mother, is that you? And you guys will see this woman. I'm gonna give her a perception check, I think.
Winchester, Chester, Winchester's wolf form, is
it because he lost?
maybe,
I can't.
he's going to be having a paw over Toby's snout.
She got a dirty 20 though?
I mean, I think everybody rolled higher than a 20 on stealth.
Is everyone?
No.
No,
Yup.
I didn't even
Poke
roll
my head up.
stealth.
Hi.
You didn't get a plus 10, Turk?
I did.
You rolled a 6.
Oh.
So, Alexander, where are you right now?
I was in the scuffle. I was trying to respect Toby's autonomy, but I'm right next to the door there. Kind of
Okay.
just standing.
I'm sorry. We don't sell pies usually from this location. You will have to go to one of the villages. Otherwise, we'd be overwhelmed with customers, dearie. Thank you.
Of course.
But I can smell them.
Hello.
Yes. Sorry, my friend is a big fan of your pies. He's quite enamored, but we should be going.
Yes.
We will go to the villages and.
How many of there are you?
Oh, just myself, my traveling companion Wolf here, and my good friend Toby. Yeah, we are leaving now.
Wolf, such stringy meat.
That's why we don't eat him.
Right, of course. I'm sorry, Mother. Hello, Mother. And you will see the older woman, Granny. You recognize her, coming up behind you, pulling her cart.
And Toby, like laying on the ground, just like move his head to kind of look upside down to see her.
Oh, you again found this horse, did we? Have you been enjoying your dreams?
Well, the first one, the other one wasn't great after.
Oh, you probably just need another pie in you, dearie.
Sorry.
I still have a few unsold, of course, on my cart. I could get. Oh, we have some fresh warm from the oven.
No, if I could. We do have a place we need to be very quickly, Toby.
Do we?
Yes, it is of the utmost importance that we be on our way.
Oh, I could just pack some to go, dearie. Would you like that? And she's
Toby.
speaking directly to you, Toby.
Yeah, like you can just see like a smile on his face.
Yes.
Just
with
like a
that,
the
let's
childhood
get
wonderment.
the poor dears some fresh ones from the oven, shall we? Wouldn't want to have our customers go without.
Toby.
Bella will start to move back inside. And Toby, roll another con save for me.
Oh boy, I don't like
As
that.
she opens up the oven, and you, kind of looking up, can see just a hint inside. Toby, you want to get in there pretty bad.
Yeah, but I got a fucking wolf on my chest.
She opens the oven. The smell of warm baking pastries redouble as it just kind of comes out of the oven. You catch just a glimpse as she opens it up. It's quite a large oven, just rows and rows of fresh baking pies. Some of them like bubbling over their contents and spilling onto the oven floor. Just looking delicious, and for just a second you can almost taste the memory of the dreams.
Toby also has resistance, most likely, depending on how fast this happens, so he could add a d4.
I will let you add it if you would like, though I don't know that it will help.
Which also
Forward to it.
means that, you know, in case it needs to happen, Winchester and Alex also have.
Yeah, I do have to fight off Winchester standing literally on me.
Well, you guys are welcome to work that out. As Bella is in there shuffling around, she's kind of like looking around. She'll find a little like crate thing, and kind of you'll see her tip it up, and some random crate dustings and shreds of sawdust will fall out. She'll scoop out some like chicken egg bits.
Oh, ew!
Okay. And she will
This is what
start
you get.
laying down some like brown waxed paper and start
Nice.
stacking some pies in there for you.
Keeper, from outside in the field, Ireena's kind of trying to scope out the outside of the windmill, trying to see if there's like a back door or a window or something that's like less obvious than just the front door, in case, you know, there needs to be a quick exit of sorts, because she understands that these women have been selling these pies and this is not great and all the things.
There is not a back door, however, there are quite a few windows encircling. They're smaller,
Okay.
but there are a few.
Ireena's gonna turn and look at Colin and say, "We have to know what is going on. We cannot stay here and not know. If I swear to God, Colin, if they are getting pies to go, we will die."
I don't think there's anything else we could add to the situation from here, but if we stay, if anything goes awry, we're a surprise element. If we see the pies, just grab them and we'll crush them.
Oh, all right. But do you think we could get a bit closer?
We could try to crawl.
Okay. Yes. And Ireena's gonna try and like move up to the, just in case, so it's not a matter of like trying to get to the door in case, you know, we need to fucking smack some pies out of some hands.
Oh, God.
Okay. What's everyone else doing? And you guys can move your tokens up a little bit if you'd like.
Crawling as well.
So, sorry, how did the scuffle work out for Toby and Chester?
We're about to find out as like Toby's like trying to lift himself up. Does how does Wolf Chester respond.
Wolfchester, I love it. I think it was more of an attempt to conceal. So I think at this point, I don't know if I would be able to keep you down. So
Okay. So Chester is releasing Toby?
well, I mean, as it's not even a releasing. It's like Chester tackled Toby into and was like on top of him trying to hide, but as soon as we were discovered, Chester would have just acted like a wolf, essentially.
Right. Okay.
If I don't know if this is gonna play out, but one other thing I would like is at the end of the crawl, I'm gonna pull out my crossbow and just aim it towards there. And if I see a pie, I'm gonna figure something out. As I steady the crossbow, I pull the second music box out of my pocket and set it next to me just in case. And I have like an elbow ready to pop it open. I don't know. We getting wild up in here. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, Toby will just end up standing up and kind of brushing
Bella-
some of the dirt off of him.
Bella will call to you. Sorry, bless these old bones. You may come in if you would like while I gather these up for you. Do you require? Do you have a favorite, dear? We have the fruit and the squash and the meat. We have an herb and potato. Is there a favorite pie, dear? We have so many to choose from.
Toby,
Just hearing like all that, Toby just kind of like starts salivating.
Toby, please.
Now the urban potato pie sounds so good right now.
I know, fuck. God, just add like a little bit of cheese in there. Like,
I would take that pie.
God, anyone would take that pie. You'd be foolish not to.
Please.
God, why think I'd be chickens in there though? It's gonna smell like shit, literally and figuratively.
Toby, please. You're your own person. You are not a slave to carbohydrates.
Did you just put in your own handmade pies, Luca?
I did.
Hot. God, I want one right now. Fuck.
I make my
Yeah.
own handouts.
So good.
Both Toby and Tony need pies right now. Are you like standing in front of
I
the
am
door?
standing in front of you.
Like Tony will like be
Just a man.
standing in front of you, just like head in, like trying to get as close to the doorway,
Mm-hmm.
but he won't physically move you yet.
Toby, please. We can go. Just leave. And get your taste back. Do you want everything to taste like sand forever?
Those didn't taste like sand.
They are the only things that won't taste like sand. Do you remember the taste of fruit? Just eating an apple
Yeah.
because you could? Because you had the option to? You're removing your choices from your life. Letting them control you.
Well, they're not the only things trying to control me.
Toby. I'm sorry. People have been very overprotective of you. It's understandable, given their concern. That's your behavior, though. You've become aggressively attached to the consumption of these pies.
Bella's going to walk up with the crate of pies. Oh, it's posh, dear. He makes it sound so serious. It's just pies. They just give you good dreams. Come on. Come in and sit down. I am sorry.
I would
the place
ask you
is
not to
nice,
interrupt, please. I'm having a conversation with my friend.
Dearie. And he is my customer. You are so grumpy, young man. Please come in, my friend. Oh, I see you becoming a regular. Come in. The place is not. I usually don't receive customers here, and she's gonna kind of like set the crate down right by the door. Open topped with the pies just sitting there steaming, and she's going to put a show of like trying to be hospitable and like clear off like a cramped chair in the corner near a little side table.
If they oh my god, my mind is breaking right now.
As there's like continue to be shuffling, Irena's gonna put out a hand to Colin and look at him, and she's going to look like legitimately terrified at Colin. Colin, whatever happens, I have to get to Vallaki. Do you understand? You must make sure I get there. I'm sorry.
Of course. I mean, I still have my crossbow ready. If there's any situation where all three of them walk in and that lady walks behind them, I'm letting loose a crossbow to the side of her head. If it's only Toby, I do nothing.
Toby, we can go right now.
Yeah, Toby's very contemplative right now. Because on one hand, friends. On other hand, them tasted motherfucking pies.
Tip the scales a little bit. All of the other food in the world.
Yes. That was my point. But, Toby, if you want, I will hold on to these pies for you. And we can leave. And you can think about it. You can consider what you are going to do. But we need to leave this place. We have a place to go.
Hey, Luca. Can Winchester make an intelligence? No, let's not do intelligence. Can Winchester just make a check? Whatever, insight maybe? Is Winchester getting the idea that knowing that there are two elderly women inside and a third...
Why do all my campaigns ends up ageist?
No, listen. Two women inside and a third who has been selling these horrible pies and we have confirmed is not just a humanoid. Or human, I should say. Has joined. Can Winchester draw those pieces together?
Like to roll for genre awareness?
Yes.
You want to roll for genre awareness?
I'm sorry. If one of us is allowed to do it, I feel like multiple of us are allowed to do it.
Here's the thing, though. That would, I feel like, be probably an intelligence check.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. What? Just straight intelligence? Or
I
do you
mean,
think
I would probably base it off of, like, history. Having seen things of the genre.
I'm going to use the +2, so 14.
Yeah, listen, 3 women grouped together is pretty common throughout history, like a triune kind of situation is pretty common. But yeah, one of those is frequently known to be a hag coven, so that would definitely be a concern on your mind.
Yeah, okay. Still waiting to see how this plays out.
I don't, though, Dad. It just keeps happening. All right. What's everyone doing, Toby? Have you just been slowly inching towards? Bella has swept like small creature bones and random like piles of flour off the little side table and chair. Scooped up some, random peelings from like a pumpkin. And she'll, if you'd like to sit and have some or take them to go, whatever you would like, dearie.
Yeah, Toby's been shifting his gaze from like Alex to the crate and just like drooling. But you had me do a thing. And Toby's going to reach for the crate
Mm-hmm.
behind
Okay.
Alex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Get your hand on a pie.
He's gonna reach for it.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna. And the little pies are going to sound like a small children's voice as I use the ventriloquist feat.
Oh, Krishna, please don't eat us. We have a family.
What?
Bella's head is going to whip to the pies. And then up at you. And she's going to get a very strange look.
Alex's mouth is not moving. He's just like kind of just looking at her like,
Uh-huh.
what? That's just odd. I was not aware that they were able to talk.
Bella's going to just brush her hands of flour off on her apron, and she's going to walk over to a barrel and, let me just move some things. And she's going to just like kind of knock her fist against the barrel. And then kind of wander back to you guys.
Toby, you need to go.
So you said it's like a crate?
Hey, Colin and Ireena.
Yeah, I'm about to start falling asleep.
Right behind you, like in your ear, breath warm on your neck. You are going to hear. And what are we doing out here in the garden? As an old woman, seemingly from nowhere, is kind of crouched behind
Of
you,
course.
as if she's looking around, like trying to see what you're looking at.
I
Our
lost my
loaded
glasses
crossbow.
in the dirt, and he'll start patting around the glasses that he just placed on the dirt. I lost my glasses.
Are you hunting something in my garden?
My glasses.
Taking in your loaded crossbows.
My glasses.
Excuse crossbow, not two, not
Okay,
two.
okay. Crossbow.
Just my glasses. I dropped them here in the dirt, and my friend Ireena was so glad to help me.
Yes, you see, it's very important.
I grew worried, saw you down out the window, and I grew worried that you were stealing my pumpkins. But I see now you are just watching your friends. Are you hoping for pies as well?
Oh, I'm very full. I ate just like 30 minutes ago.
She's gonna reach over and just softly grab a lock of Ireena's hair and hold her. It's red, like fire. You are sun.
You know, it's very rude to just
So
touch and grab people's hair.
rare.
Like I don't know where you're from, but that's just not really something you should do.
Sorry, it's with his glasses found. We should be going.
Yeah, we'll just get back on the road. We're fine.
It is so rare that you see red hair. You are favored. I can tell.
What does that mean?
The mists, or the devil, or the powers that be, and she'll kind of cackle at that, like she thinks it's amusing, have their eye on you. I only see red hair once a generation.
Has Toby ever talked about his favorite foods? I'm assuming the answer is yes.
Nobody has asked Toby nothing.
Yeah, but you are like so adamant about food, like to the detriment of everything. You've had to have talked about your favorite food.
Colin, we have done all the RP for every moment of this campaign. You haven't heard food, you didn't get food.
Yep, I guess I'm walking back to the road, and hoping Ireena follows.
Leaving so soon.
Yeah, I found my glasses, you know, that's all I was looking for, so thanks so much. Enjoy your
She'll
pumpkins.
kind of do that old person, like, where they kind of push on their knees to stand up. And just call out, Mother, is fire sun-touched over here? And Granny will, like, look over. Oh, so beautiful and fair. Would you like a pie, dearie? So many friends coming to buy pies, so many potential customers. Rarely do we have someone up here at our little bakery.
Ireena will kind of turn and look at her and give a short curtsy. No, madame, I'm not here for that. And she'll look at Winchester, Toby, and Alex at the door. I have somewhere that I need to go. And she'll turn and start walking away.
Yeah, my patience is over, so I'm walking as well.
The woman that was near you is going to look at Granny and be like, Mother, and just kind of glance at you, almost like she's asking, can we keep it?
Yes, we do need to leave, Toby.
He's just kind of like eyeing the pie that literally just spoke.
You can take it with you, it might keep talking. Here, I can hold it for you if you can't make the decision right now.
But it talked like a person.
Isn't that something?
And
He's
he's
gonna...
But Krista, we need to get away from them.
he'll like bring it up to his eye, like, how is it doing that?
Winchester, you're gonna start to see a clawed hand reach out from the back of that barrel that she knocked on. With your blind sight, it'll catch movement.
Just like a. Okay, yeah, no, I'm done with this. Winchester's gonna butt his way into this conversation between Alex and Toby, and just look at Alex. Just gonna make as much motion as he can to say, "Let's get the fuck out of here right now."
Alex is gonna put a hand on Toby's shoulder. We're going. You can come with us. Or you can stay here and eat pies.
Yeah, Toby, if pies are more important than friendship, go ahead and stay with these lovely ladies.
No. Look. You can bring the pies if you want. We'll be here. Winchester will be here.
Hey, Luca.
Mm-hmm.
How far away are Ireena and Colin?
As far away as on the map, I would assume, unless they're not moving their tokens.
Oh. What am I doing?
You're making so much red.
I thought they were walking away.
We started, but I mean, it depends on how far away you get in that short amount of time. How do I make it stop? No!
Oh, stop! What are you doing?
Click the center. Hover over the center and hit delete.
I'm trying to do.
Choose a different tool. You're in measurement controls.
You gotta
There we go.
choose the angle thing.
There you go.
Go away. Thank you. Anyways, as I'm tripping over my items, getting them back in my pocket, trying to stuff them in, muttering, we're however far away slowly walking has taken us, which is still
Bella
within yelling.
From inside is going to call out, Mother, I hope you don't mind, but I did summon Albert. They were acting a little strange, and Winchester and anyone who can see inside is going to see this kind of creature crawl out from the barrel.
I think at that point, Toby would probably drop the pie in his hand in, like, shock.
Yeah, it's gonna just kind of stand there as if awaiting her command. You're all acting very strange.
What
Do you
is...
want the pies, or are
Apologize.
you here to rob us, old, feeble women?
We would never rob you of anything.
There's quite a lot of you. And Ophelia caught some of you lurking in the garden.
And they left. We will now be going. Isn't that right, Toby?
Yeah, because, I mean, Toby's got a contemplative, because the pies talk like people, and he can't eat people. And then friends are leaving, but pies...
Do what you gotta do.
Beautiful. Amazing.
Alexander's gonna step out of the way.
Figured it out. Yes. Okay.
Toby, I'm going to go. You can come. You should come with me. I need you to help keep Ireena safe.
Such a hard decision.
Is it though?
In character, it is. Out of character, it's an easy decision.
You just did 2-1 in character.
Bella's gonna reach out and put a hand on your arm, Toby.
Uh-oh.
Please come in. Sit a while. Have some pies. And please make a saving throw.
What kind?
Wisdom.
Wisdom? Oh no.
Fucking private roles. Ah!
Winchester, I believe you have a +2 that you might not have used yet. Just a heads up.
Yeah, thanks. How far away are Colin and Ireena at this point? Have they made it to the tree line?
They could have. You guys are going to the road or back to the tree line?
I think we were moving just down away. I would feel like Ireena would have stopped like out of earshot of the individuals to like see what's happening, kind of a thing. It's one of those things where she was kind of waiting for the choice to be made, like, are they staying or going, and kind of hoping that they were going to follow. So I don't think she's like moving with full purpose, but she's moving with her own safety in mind.
Okay. They have not made it to the tree line yet.
As Winchester is watching this situation unfold, when this person touches Toby, does Winchester see any sort of incantation being made, any sort of magic essence or whatever? He is paying attention to the situation.
Roll an Arcana?
an Arcana, not an Insight. God. Hold on. I'll use my +2 for an 18.
Yeah, you definitely see some sort of dark energy kind of almost like an aura around her
Okay.
for a second, then it's going to settle on him.
Okay. Immediately as that happens, Winchester reverts from his wolf form, looks at everyone, and then whistles very loudly. And a kind of tear is going to appear in the sky, and 2 giant eagles are going to erupt out of it. And one of them is going to grab Toby and fly away with him if possible, and the other is going to grab Winchester and Alex and fly away.
What? Are we flying, you fools?
I support this.
The
If
Eagles
this works, I
appear.
support this.
Okay.
This
Is anyone struggling to resist?
No, I'm full on for this.
I
casual,
don't-
driving by.
I think I'd be so stupefied. I don't think I could.
Okay. So they've grabbed Winchester, Alexander, and Toby. Can they carry that
yeah.
much? Okay.
Yeah, giant eagles are fucking.
Okay. Just making sure.
I mean, their strength is technically only 16, but they count as a size larger for carrying capacity and purposes
Because they're hard, right?
because they're large. Yeah.
Okay.
As those eagles descend, Ireena's eyes will like light up with curiosity and then immediately turn to fear, as this might not be an act of aggression, but it's something's wrong, and she's gonna turn to Colin and just say, "Run," and start booking it.
Yeah, you took the words out of my brain. Let's go.
That was the idea.
Okay.
And eagles, we're booking it out of there. It's action dash, so we're 160 feet away already.
Okay. Up in the air.
Yep.
Before we handle Colin and Ireena, let's see here. Where are you landing?
Where?
Or are you just floating around in the air?
Alex is gonna call. We need to get back to the road.
Right. No, it's we're going to the road. Essentially, like, we can communicate with the eagles. They understand
Like
common.
if you're looking at this little sketch of the valley, like you're up in the air, you can see this view pretty well. Where are you going?
If there is, so like, I'm assuming there was a road that took us off of the main road to get to this windmill, right?
Mhm. Yep.
Probably the junction where that is, just straight back to where the exit
Okay.
off of this was,
Okay.
and then deposit Alex and Toby once we get there, and then immediately go back for Colin and
Yeah. Sorry.
Ireena.
Coming with you. If you're not gonna leave us here.
I will send one back.
No, we're coming with you.
I'm staying here.
Yours.
One will go find them.
I'm going with it. I'm not going to lose them. I will look for one to get up on its back.
Okay.
Okay. Then both of the eagles will fly off with Alexander and leave Toby and Winchester at that junction.
Okay. Colin, Ireena, I've placed you on a separate map. You have run down kind of the edge of the promontory from the windmill, and you're kind of headed in the direction of that circle of standing stones. And I can actually show you.
Yeah, as we're running, I definitely pull out the little music box as we're running and let it play and give us both guidance. And this guidance is 1d6, and we have the benefit of an augury spell.
Okay. You guys are running. You're running towards, for now, you've gone down the kind of the side of the hill. Well, they've flown off down the road back the way you guys have come. And you, kind of see in front of you, an ancient standing stone circle, apparently erected centuries ago, you would guess. There's a thick carpet of grass rolling over the earth, covering the base of a ring of carved obelisk-like slabs before growing over the sides and top of a large earthen mound in the center of the stones. And there's crude carvings of what appear to be 3 separate female figures on the slabs. And there's several ravens that circle overhead, and one pecks at something on top of a stone. Are you guys just running past? You can move your tokens.
Yeah.
She's seeing those stones as kind of like a good place to hide, I guess.
A landmark.
Yeah, Ireena's
Yeah.
going to kind of gesture to Colin, like with her head as she sprints up towards the stones in an attempt to kind of like use those. If she watched them fly off, I think it's safe for her to assume that like they might come back for them, and this will give us a vantage point of whatever's coming after us while also making us easier to see.
Okay.
Also, correction, only Ireena has guidance.
Okay.
That one does not do more than 1.
You actually, as you're like kind of like running up onto these onto this mound, you can see that on the one side of the circle there appears to be like a cavernous type opening.
What time of day is it? I know we talked about this earlier.
Afternoon-ish, but the fog is quite thick and it's not exactly bright out.
Yeah. Ireena's gonna like, as they move and like see that little enclosure, she'll kind of call out, "This might be a good place to camp through the night."
Well, I wouldn't go too far inside of it yet.
No, of course not.
Okay, cool. Mainly, I would just position ourselves so that a rock is between us and the windmill. Like, you know, if we can't see the windmill, hopefully, you know, they can't see us even looking out it.
Ireena would pull out her bow and kind of knock an arrow as a precautionary measure. As she, you know, posts up also like behind one of these stones.
Okay.
And will like look at Colin and shake her head. "Colin, I do not know what to do.
Right here is the opening. It appears to go
Gotcha.
under the mound where you guys are standing.
Gotcha. Like, I cannot. I do not know what to do. We cannot continue in this way, in this fashion."
Yeah, we should probably fashion some kind of nose plugs.
I don't know if that will work.
Well, hopefully it's not just us for a while, but I mean, at least we have our wits about us most of the time.
Colin, I'm
these
afraid.
Those are the carvings you're seeing. I would guess that about this time is where the eagles are going to come back. Alexander, I'll drag you over. You guys will see 2 giant eagles swoop in overhead, and Alexander can dismount.
We need to go. We need to get on the eagles and regroup with the rest of the party.
There might be a safe place for us to sleep the night here. And she'll point down towards the cavern.
You want to do that here, this close? We need to go get the others then.
That's fine, but I'm afraid if we are on the road, we will be easier to find. Out in the
Yeah.
open.
Understood.
I've never seen that creature that they had.
No, it is a strange thing, and not one I would like to know more about. At least intimately in that way. I will send the eagles off. Hopefully they will pursue them instead of us. And we will get the message to Toby and Winchester.
We'll see how we can look in this area and make sure it's as safe as possible.
Of course.
Ireena, you should be feeling more in tune with your surroundings after listening to that beautiful little ditty from the music box. If you want to reach out and see what you feel deeper within the cave.
Certainly. So just mechanically, we're getting Toby and Winchester to be also with us, correct?
The plan initially, if this cave is going to be where we stay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is that what the decision is then? I'll drag them over.
I mean, I think we're trying to figure out if the cave is.
You want to go in first? Okay.
Well, the cave is like an augury wheel or woe thing. I think. That
Yeah,
was what
yeah.
Colin was getting at.
Ireena, use your augury towards the
That was a suggested
Cave.
case.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. She'll look at the cave, and I guess use this sense that she has towards the entrance of, will we be safe here?
Wheel and woe.
She'll turn and look at the party and say, it is as good as it will get.
Oh, well, I mean, as long as we have each other and we're all together and we have some geological shields, I mean, it's as good a place as any. I'd rather be here than in a forest.
I'll send the birds back to get Winchester and Toby. And he kind of looks at them. You understood that, right?
Okay.
They speak common, or they understand common.
Yeah.
All right. As they fly off to go retrieve the other two, I'm gonna suggest that we take a break. Yes. Okay. Everyone, take 5, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Okay, Alexander, you land. Send the eagles back. Toby, Winchester. You will see the eagles come back empty. Though they appear to want to grab you and head somewhere else.
As the eagles flew off for the first time, Winchester had taken stock, making sure that they're not being watched or followed immediately. We'll turn to Toby. Toby, are you okay?
I think so.
Do you mind if I take a look at you for a moment?
He'll kind of look to the ground, like the fact that you don't have eyes. I guess.
Knowing that some sort of spell or something was cast on Toby, Winchester is going to just walk up and kind of feel Toby's arms for a second, just kind of look around, make sure there's no damage to him. And then will cast Dispel Magic, hoping to negate whatever the effect the woman put on Toby is.
What's the text from them?
Boop. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. If it is a spell of a higher level, the DC is my spellcasting ability, or I make an ability check using my spellcasting ability, and the DC is 10 plus the spell's level. So essentially, I have to roll if it's a 4th level or higher spell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Fear.
Yes, this check.
Oh shit.
A 22, so
Okay.
whatever spell that is fucking gone.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That spell is now dispelled.
Okay.
Toby, do you feel much better?
How was I feeling, by the way?
Tired. A little weak. Like that kind of strung out. You haven't eaten all day. Kind of you just been at work grinding. You keep thinking to go to eat and sit down, but you haven't yet. You didn't sleep well last night either. And you're just starting to feel that like wear on you.
Luca, we know how you feel right now, but how does Toby feel?
The same.
The same. Okay. That's all cleared
better,
up.
Toby?
Kind of. I think.
Is he still craving pies?
Yes.
You can't dispel addiction.
I know. I wish. That'd be kind of cool. Well, good. We're out of this situation. And at this point, probably we see the Eagles coming back.
Mm-hmm.
I assume they found a place to camp, so that's... It's good to have you back, Toby. No, we didn't really lose you, but the thought of losing you is not one that I want to entertain.
Toby just stays silent.
The Eagles will pick us up and take us off to our destination.
Okay, I'm gonna drag you guys over as well. And as you guys land, ravens that had come down had been pecking at more things on the ground, on the top of this grass here. And Winchester, upon looking at them, you would recognize them as small humanoid bones.
I'm sorry, what? You said there's just like small humanoid bones along the grass here?
Like in the grass, yep. And a few ravens had been like pecking at them, but of course flew off when the eagles landed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Isn't
How
it
many?
obvious, Winchester?
Just scattered about multiple. Like some are like half buried in the grass. It looks like they're scattered frequently.
Is this
And
this
over
is
time.
either some kind of ritual area, or there is something killing everything that the bones are left behind? And I mean, which one do you prefer?
Neither.
Well,
Ireena's gonna look at the ravens and see that they're like doing the thing. She'll turn to Winchester. I mean, we could ask them, right?
We could indeed.
yeah, we could ask the birds of the area, or I can take a look around, whichever you prefer. How many times can you do your fancy magic stuff, Winchester?
It depends on what you would want me to do.
But also, are you guys just standing on the top of this mound still?
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
as we're having this conversation.
Yeah, I just the windmill's pretty, like, it's still in view.
Yeah, we're just
Okay.
tucked behind the stone.
Yeah,
as like we're like moving towards the entrance.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of the time I'm trying to keep like a stone in my body, like between the windmill.
Okay.
Let me just take a look at the area first before you tire yourself, Winchester.
Speaking to the animals, if I just take a little bit of time, I can do that in infinite amount of times.
Well, I think talking to animals is pretty cool, so be my guest.
Well, please be my guest. Go investigate as well. It takes 10 minutes for me to ritual cast this, so like, do you think?
Yeah, so my side of things, just that this is like a like almost like a monolith. I would just look around and see if these bones are from rituals, or yeah, I'm seeing if they're from rituals.
Roll history or religion, either.
They're the same, so dopey dope. 24.
Yeah, okay, so you would recognize this as like an ancient fane, which is almost kind of like a shrine to either a god or like a god type, something that was worshipped. And if there are bones placed here, it would definitely be something as part of a ritual, either in worship of whatever godlike figure, or, if this was originally set up for another god, it would be to whatever god they want to assign this to. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah, so it's basically looking like what I figured. This is some kind of ritual area or sacred grounds. However, when you speak to the birds, if you want to ask if there's anything that goes bump in the night, that sounds like a really good question to ask. Also, are we supposed to be hearing music? Because for some reason it's more eerie without the eerie music.
There is music, but I can change it to something more. You might want to reload.
Let me refresh.
Yeah.
Oh,
DM.
I lost access.
Did you say? Okay, for some reason I'm remembering you saying that these were small humanoid bones. Is that the case?
Mm-hmm.
All of them are small humanoid bones.
Mm-hmm.
Colin, these are children's bones.
Do I think that to be true?
Yeah, if he says that and you take a look, it's like, yeah.
Well, that's rather twisted, isn't it? I wonder what kind of god would require children. Alex, you're all about gods and stuff, right? You're always muttering on about the gods.
Sorry, do you see children's bones and connect them with me somehow?
No, I connected gods with you, but I can understand the confusion.
Very well. Good. I am knowledgeable of some deities, yes. What is your question?
Which ones would want children's sacrifices? Just a question.
A multitude, but I mean, looking around at the stones, this is the three women motif we have seen repeated over and over throughout this land.
I don't get the feeling that those three women are maleficent entities, though. Could this maybe be not sacrifices, but a resting place or something of some sort? I don't know.
It is a stone mount, circular formation. It's a holy site, certainly, but we don't know if they're maleficent or not. They might just be this might just be what they are. They won't see it as evil. They won't see it as good. They will see it as something that is required.
Ireena, you have the book, don't you?
I believe I returned it to you.
Oh, let me just check my pockets real quick. And he'll start rummaging through his pockets looking for the book and waiting for Winchester to speak to the birds to get more info.
GM, Irina's kind of like, I imagine we're all like hidden behind the stones and hiding, but she's going to be kind of like near that entrance, but keeping an eye on the windmill to make sure, like, if somebody's approaching, has not unnocked her arrow as a defensive measure. Like she's on watch duty, I suppose.
Okay.
Winchester will spend the 10 minutes to cast the spell in a ritual-like manner.
You're spending 10 minutes on top of this mound
No, we're
a quarter mile from
listen.
the windmill?
No, we said we have stowed ourselves away and are hiding somewhat.
Are these witches really gonna track us down with their old frail bones? Because I'm not liking your face right now. Also, since your face is like that right now, I'm going to read the book during the 10 minutes as well and see if there's any mention of this place. And I'm gonna work a little quicker.
Okay.
No, but also, like, we did say we were not on top of the hill. We were behind the stones or whatever, hiding.
Yeah. Yep.
We
Here,
wouldn't
I'm gonna
stay
fix this.
in.
Let me time out. Let me fix this. Hello, everyone. We should take a cover under here. Winchester, I don't know if you need to see the birds to cast your spell, but perhaps we can hide in here and then return to ask our questions when it is appropriate.
Yes, I agree. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, we're hiding in the cave, I guess.
Okay.
GM, as
Okay,
I
so
enter
you
the cave,
guys-
what do I see?
Thank you. Yes. I will drag you over. Okay. There's the small hollow at that side of the mound. And it looks like there was once a large boulder in front of it, but has kind of fallen over, covered with moss, and kind of revealed this little hollow.
Jesus.
And if you go down into this tunnel, you will see kind of like damp earth, almost like it was dug out ages ago by hand. There's the sound of dripping up ahead, and it seems to, you get the sense of opening up ahead as you walk kind of further down.
She will have like her bow in case there's in her mind like a wild animal that's caged up in here or something. And she'll kind of hug the corners of the wall as she proceeds in. Is it dark in here?
It is fairly dark.
I think she would probably like pull it into her pack and light a torch as she continues.
Yeah, Alexander would have the torch and be following in. If you need to hold on to your bow, I can light the way.
You learn to manage. And she'll grin.
I have this sword too. And I just pull out a sword in left hand and torch in right hand.
Yes, Colin, I've not forgotten your sword.
It's
But
pretty cool.
We are trying to be careful. As she continues to like move forward and
Okay. As you enter this kind of open area in front of you, you will see a tree in the center with kind of rose-colored and green leaves mixed throughout. Just standing in the center. Every once in a while, a leaf will kind of drop and flutter to the ground below it. And there are statues, carved statues, around this cavern of ravens.
I
Do they
pound
look
on
like-
the fourth wall and say, "Let me in! Let me in!"
Okay.
Do the statues look like what were carved on the bridge before? Like,
Nope.
Okay.
They look decidedly different. They also look ancient. Toby and Alexander, are you coming?
I was there with the torch.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Uh,
There you go.
Toby's like
Toby, now's your chance. Get back
really
to that windmill.
bringing
Get some
up that, like,
pies.
no, he's like really bringing up the rear. He's just like kind of slowly following, like dragging his feet.
Okay. Okay.
This cavern looks a lot prettier than I would have imagined it to.
this is was built with care.
Yeah. There
the-
are these statues to our left and right.
Yeah, they're carved ravens. And then at the far end, there's like kind of like shelves almost on either side of you that kind of go up, and there's like some stalagmites and stalactites growing. And then at the far end of the cavern appears to be some sort of altar.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting magical vibes from this place, so I would be looking around for the intended purpose. If I can do possibly an Arcana check, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Did I attempt something similar, but with a religion check?
Mm-hmm. And are you guys, what are you, just the vibe of the entire place? Are you checking out the altar? What are you doing?
I'm gonna go check out the altar and see if there is, like, if this is like a sacrificial altar. Is this like a diocese to, talk to the masses? I mean, what is the vibe of this room? I know we had bones upstairs, but the interior might be different.
Yeah. As you walk over to check out the altar, you will notice that it has druidic carving on it. As well as an old wooden, almost like offerings box or something. It's really kind of the size of a trunk. Kind of below and in front of the great stone altar. And on top of the altar is a carving of a woman. It's a big stone slab, and etched into the front is a woman. I will show you.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to look at the area as a whole and see what its magical purpose is, basically.
Yes. You get the vibe that this is a fane or shrine to the same figure that was discovered at those standing stones on the road here.
So far, I don't know if this is misguided, but I don't really get like an evil vibe from this. Does that seem
No,
correct?
in here, there is no evil vibe.
Okay, cool.
Outside, definitely so.
Cool. Well, I mean, I don't know what you're thinking, Alex, but this place seems as good as any to take a slumber. And I don't know, this, while I don't really agree with sacrifices and things, I don't think this is an evil place.
This is different, yes, but there's something written here. I can't quite understand the language. It's perhaps druidic. I mean,
Let me search my brain. Do I know or remember Druidic?
Winchester, you are
Typically,
affiliated.
it's no druidic.
I do not speak Druid.
Winchester, you are affiliated with the Druidic orders, yes?
Well, yes. Is Winchester done casting his spell at this point?
Yeah, it's been long enough.
Okay.
Do you need to see the ravens to like initiate a conversation with them?
Well, yeah, I mean, yes, but at this point, the spell lasts for 10 minutes, so I'll be able to cast it and then run over and see what's going on with this etching. It is etching, correct? It's like carved in stone.
Mm-hmm. On like a like almost like a female like shaped slab is this carving.
Okay. So then Winchester can read it because it's
you're talking about
Braille.
the druidic?
It's
Yes.
got to be in Braille Druidic.
That's on
It's
the altar.
It's essentially Braille.
In Druidic, it says, Mistress of the Green, Lady of the Forest, you are the eye in the trees who roams the autumn woods. I offer you my sacrifice. I ask for your blessing.
Can you link all that for us? Unless someone already wrote it down.
It's
I can't write
available
that
in the journal.
Oh, it is cool. Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I got a little bit of it.
It says, out loud, I'm saying this. I don't know if that matters. It says, Mistress of the Green, Lady of the Forest, you are the eye in the trees who roams the autumn woods. I offer you my sacrifice. I ask you for your blessing.
GM, having heard this phrase kind of being spoken out loud, is this something that Ireena might have heard growing up, read in one of her books, or like kind of like hint at message, or perhaps is embedded in the lore?
Roll a history check.
Come on, gang. This has never not once worked out for me to date. A 16, my girl. She's getting better.
Yes. There was like once a small children's poem about a lady in the forest with eyes like stars and raven hair. And you'll remember a snippet from it. Through forest and glade and woods so deep, where truths are known and secrets keep.
It's like a rhyme that we used to sing as children. This figure, this Mistress of the Green.
So that would explain the offering box if they want us, if it is asked to give something. The question is, do we want this lady's blessing and what that might entail?
Are you?
I do not.
Are you doing anything like with that trunk?
I mean, is like a donation box? Can you like slip things at the top, or is it
It's
just
like
you
a
have to
full
open?
on like trunk.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna move forward and try to open it, assuming it's an offering box.
Okay. Inside, you will find a decaying tapestry.
Can I go in carefully?
Gently, yes,
Yeah.
lift it up.
Like a
And you will
restoration.
see 3 women circled around together. The details are hard to make out, though, because of the age of the weaving.
Exactly as it appears?
Yes.
Because, there's a whole lot of legs in there.
There are.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna look at it. This is a different interpretation of the three women we have seen thus far. I don't know what to make of this. If this is been here originally, if this is a way that they are more accurately depicted, it is not flattering.
Let me. What are you talking about? Let me take a look.
Of course, be careful and sold.
Oh, there's an eye in here. Very interesting. What are these symbols? Do we know what these symbols are on this actual parchment?
Perhaps more druidic. Winchester, could you look at it? It could be arcane. None that I have seen.
Unfortunately, no, I cannot look at it.
Yeah.
If I traced them out in the dirt, perhaps.
If you were to possibly draw the glyphs on my hand, perhaps.
All right, I'll do that. Start going over the signs, drawing them out into his hand.
They are not druidic. They seem to be an ancient language, similar to that of cuneiform.
Cuneiform.
Is it a specific language that someone might know or no?
You would possibly recognize it. Like if someone were to, for example, show me a tablet, I would be like, that's probably cuneiform. Couldn't read it, but it would be similar to that, where it's like, that looks like a really ancient language. And it may not be actual cuneiform, but it might just be a dialect or an offshoot, but either way, it's an ancient language.
Right. So it's not like some exotic language that someone would still know. It's
probably not.
Right. Okay.
What about this eyeball?
Under the tapestry, there's a relief etching in beautiful marble.
Well, I mean, this seems like a good place to sleep. That's all I'm saying.
Of course,
right now.
yes, we don't have to offer anything, but
I do have a little bit more time on this ability to speak with the ravens. Would anyone like to accompany me and ask questions?
we shouldn't go alone either way.
I will go with you, Winchester.
Okay. So I will start to speak with the birds. Ha ha ha. No. I'll go outside. Try to flag down the ravens.
Okay. You guys are gonna step outside. And yeah, you can absolutely flag down a raven. One will kind of and do the hop over to you and land on a stone kind of near you.
Hello, Master Raven. Could you please tell me what this place is?
Shrine. It's a shrine.
Shrine to the Lady of the Wood?
Yes. To the Seeker. To the Seeker.
Seeker. Ireena, did you get that? The Seeker.
Yes. I believe that's what they said last time.
Right.
Ask why there are bones here.
Yes. Why are there small bones I'm assuming the children's bones.
And he's gonna like point his beak back towards the windmill.
Hags, you said?
Thanks.
Hags. Ireena, this is a very, very dangerous place.
Yes. And she looks back over at the windmill and looks at the raven. Do they have children in their possession now? Do you know?
It's gonna hop down on its down and then fly off for a second and return shortly. Maybe.
Perhaps, it says. Why all of these children? Is it for some sort of ritual?
The bones?
Well, if these bones are from children that the hags have taken, why are they taking them?
It'll kind of hop down and search about in the grass for a second and pick up a little bone in its beak and then drop it again. Take away from the seeker.
You want
They are
us to remove the bones?
No. I'm assuming that
No.
Winchester's kind of like relaying this
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Ireena
yeah,
in
yeah.
real time. Just for Winchester, they're defiling this place. They are claiming this for themselves from the seeker.
And then it's just gonna look at you. Devil made him do it.
I hate you.
The devil. Is this the Lord Strahd you speak of?
It's gonna just look at you and squawk. It'll talk to bigger ravens.
Bigger ravens?
2 legs, tall ravens. Wear clothes.
Where can we find them?
West.
West. Yeah. In Vallaki?
It doesn't seem to know what you mean by that word.
In the town. Big town.
Yep. Lots of people.
Well, we have big ravens to look for, Ireena. Could mean raven folk, could mean were ravens. It could be a number of things.
I do not know.
In any case, they could be helpful. So
I feel that we have exhausted this wonderful little fellow's knowledge, but could you ask him for a favor?
perhaps, Master Raven, could you do us a favor?
He's gonna flap. Ah, not
Perhaps.
safe here.
We will hide, but could you watch the windmill? And if there are children there, could you tell us?
Yeah. Fair top. Cannot see.
I know. But if they come in or out.
Ireena,
Yeah, and he'll kind of like flutter off in that direction.
Ireena, what if, kind of going back into the safety of the cave mouth, Ireena, if there were children in there, what would you have us do? I know you would want to save them, but a coven of hags is nothing to trifle with.
I know. But perhaps we could summon help. Perhaps we could find someone who could help us. We
Perhaps.
cannot do it on our own, but those are children with families, with parents. with loved one. They
Yes.
must be so scared. And if this is their fate, we might not be able to do anything now.
I
But
do
maybe
worry.
later.
I do worry. Nothing is as it seems in this place. Why all of the discarded bones? What are they doing with these children? Hags can eat children, yes, but so many.
This is a place of worship. And as they like kind of walk into the like larger area, she'll look to Colin and Alex and say, "This is a place of worship that is being defiled by
Are
hags."
you back in the cave?
Yep, as we
Okay.
walk in, like calling attention. This place, we should be very careful for how we move, and we should be very respectful not to touch or disturb anything. Who knows what strange magics are at work now that this place has been perverted.
Yeah. Well, are we staying here or are we seeking somewhere else? What's the plan?
We should stay here, safe. For
Okay.
whatever reason, this place is different than up top. We might.
Toby, do you still have those teeth I gave you?
So Toby's just been sitting here like the whole time, just kind of like chest to knees on the ground. He kind of digs through one of the side pockets on his bag and sets them down.
Thank you, Toby. I'd just borrow them for the night, and I'll go to the entrance of the cave and kind of set them kind of disguised in dirt and leaves in case someone kicks them and they go chattering. Well, now we have an alarm, but we should probably take shifts as well.
Yes.
Can you read off again what those teeth do?
I don't think they do anything besides wind up and are made of real human teeth.
Okay.
They're just they're like the old automatons, but made of teeth.
Yep. Okay.
If you all wouldn't mind, I would like to take a little bit of time to protect this place. Perhaps we can keep the hags out of this place if they come looking.
I don't know if we have that option. And again, the ground here will be different. Whatever they're doing to this place is to, hey, if we disturb it too much, it might let them know that we're here. It is best that we just keep watch, keep guard, stay vigilant, and then move on in the morning.
We'll be safe.
All right, who's taking watch?
I will take first watch. That is alright with everyone. Give everyone a chance to rest.
I will take second.
I will take third.
Well, then I'll be fourth.
Alright.
Toby, it might be best if you try to get some rest. Continue to work the poison from your mind.
Just sits there.
Cass is gonna go sit next to him as he takes his watch. We're on top. Jeez.
As you take your first watch, for the first hour, will you roll a perception for me?
Sure. Why is this scary? 11.
Okay. You hear nothing but the wind rustling the grass outside. kind of whistling down the tunnel. And roll your perception for as the second hour goes by.
Okay. Jeez, 9.
Okay. Again, very much the same. You just hear wind whistling and don't notice anything else.
All right. I mean, is everyone gone to sleep while I'm doing that, or?
I assume in those 2 hours they have, yeah. But if you were talking to Toby during that first hour, go ahead.
It kind of sits down. How are you feeling?
I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay not to know how you feel about things sometimes. I'm sorry this has been happening to you.
It's not your fault.
Maybe, but I still feel terrible about it.
He's just kind of like laying there, kind of like curled up in a fetal position, just keeping to himself.
What is your family like, Toby?
Different.
Different how?
Well, depends on how you look at it.
Well, that is a very interesting deflection of the question.
Yeah.
Were they different from you, or different from what you would assume people would think is the normal?
They we look alike, but I'm kind of the biggest of the family.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, how much bigger are you than the rest of your family?
Well, I think I stand a foot taller than the other tallest of the members.
And you think that makes you different in some terrible way?
No, they're just smarter.
Oh, well, that's subjective. Why don't you think you're smart?
I don't know.
Well, you're a lot of other things that are absolutely amazing. Even if you don't think you're smart, I hope you know that you are a valued member of this team. This newer family, in a way. And as someone who also had a different family who didn't look like the people who we grew up around, it's okay to be different. We're going to make sure you feel okay, Toby. We're going to make you your favorite food. That is... What is your favorite food, Toby?
It's this fish from back home.
Interesting. What did it taste like?
Kind of like chicken, but better.
Chicken, but better. Interesting. Did you know its name or what its coloration was?
It was brown, like mud, so we didn't catch it often.
That's a handy natural
But it
defense.
was about half as big as I am.
That is a massive fish. My goodness. Well, I will keep an eye out in the markets. I can't promise anything, but if I find it, I'll have it served for you. You should get
Thanks.
some rest. Don't even thank you. Don't have to thank me. Just keep looking out for the group as you do. You should get some rest, though.
As he goes off to take his rest and you continue your watch, it will pass without you noticing any issues, and then you can go wake Ireena for her watch.
Gonna kneel down and like lightly nudge her shoulder. Ireena,
Yes, yes,
Sure.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
of course.
Yes,
There didn't seem to be anything, so you should be alright.
I understand. Thank you. And she'll quietly gather up her bow and go set up it like at the mouth of the cave, uncharacteristically pulling out multiple pieces of ammunition and kind of sticking them in the ground next to her. As she then kind of just takes up watch at the entrance of the cave.
Okay.
Before going to bed really quick, Alexander's, Enion, are you okay? You are on edge, understandably, but that is a lot of preparation.
Alexander, there is a coven of hags less than a quarter mile from here who are using children to defile a sacred place. Yes, I'm a little bit on edge. They seem to know who I am and my purpose.
They might have just been trying to trick you.
Perhaps. But how many times can strange women on the road tell you strange things before it starts to make sense?
Well, I haven't started an official count, but two is certainly a habit. But you're Ireena.
Technically 4.
Yes. But you're Ireena.
No, I lied.
4?
5.
No, 5. Jeez. Yes, it is something of a pattern here. One of these days we'll find a non-strange old woman who knows you, and it'll be much easier.
Perhaps.
But I know who you are. Ireena. You're Ireena.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Good. That's all that will matter. Good night.
Good night, Alexander.
Okay, roll. As for your first and your second hour, roll 2 perception checks for me.
So that was this for chat, a 16 and a 21.
Okay.
She'll stay close to her little cordon of arrows. And then if everything's okay, there is one thing that she would do.
Yep,
But
go ahead.
making sure everything's okay first.
Everything is passing quietly, just the wind whistling in the hollow tunnel.
She would look back and make sure that everyone's kind of sleeping, and would quietly to herself offer up just a quiet, not prayer, because I don't know if she knows what praying is necessarily. I think she understands, like, in stories, heroes do the thing. But she would, quietly to herself apologize to the seeker, and like wish that she wasn't so afraid and wasn't like could do more.
Roll a religion check for me.
The 22.
In this place, in the quiet of the night, as you're saying a little prayer, you're actually going to feel a strange, like, warm heartbeat pulse emanate out from you, and just kind of fade as it ripples out.
Well, something. Lady, if you can hear me. I just wish to be there. And that's gonna be all she says.
Okay. You, as you say that again, you're gonna like a stronger pulse, and you know it went out further this time. But the rest of the 2 hours go quietly.
Okay. I would then go, I think it was Colin was third, right?
Winchester.
Winchester. All right, yeah, she'd go wake him up, offer him like a little thing of water or tea that she's kind of been keeping over the fire to help wake him up. Here you are, Winchester. I know these watches can be just brutal.
This is wonderful. Thank you, Ireena. It truly means a lot.
You're welcome. Is there anything I can do to assist you in this?
Just rest.
I will. Thank you. I left those arrows there in the ground. Could you just make sure that they go undisturbed?
I will do my best. Yes.
Thank you, Angel. Good night.
Good night. Winchester will take his first hour of watch and just make sure everyone is asleep. So a 19 for the first hour.
Okay.
And then as everyone is asleep, I feel like he gets a kind of uneasy feeling in his stomach. He doesn't like being so close to the hags. He's going to spend 10 minutes at the mouth of this cave to ritual cast Circle of Salt to ward the cave from fiends.
Okay.
Only fiends.
You set up your ritual in whatever way that you do.
Mm-hmm.
And begin casting. And you are going to feel a huge pulse emanate out from you. And you'll even see a little bit of like dirt and crumbling rock come down from the cave roof as you cast a ritual in a sacred place. And okay.
What have I done?
You're definitely going to hear something outside. And they are going to be footsteps.
Why is it always me?
I tried to warn you, Winchester. I tried.
You were told not to do the thing, and then you did the thing, and then you're asking why?
I am doing what I thought was right.
Who could have predicted there would be consequences to your actions?
Oh,
Well,
man.
I do have a
Sarah,
track
after
record.
this we can have story time and tell them about the last campaign.
I think I remember the episode you're referring to.
Excuse me, everyone. I'm just gonna go cry a whole fucking bunch.
She did in real life to me afterwards. Hi. Okay. So, you are going to hear screams in your mind. Horrifying screams. Thousands upon thousands of voices in almost a deathly choir. And you will see footsteps. You'll hear the footsteps, and then you will see boots step over your circle of salt.
What?
Ah, you fuck.
As
Oh my god, what the fuck is that?
a elf walks in to the cave.
Mm-hmm.
Please make a wisdom saving throw as you hear this deathly choir in your head.
Mm-hmm. Is it a charm effect?
It is not.
Is it a wisdom save?
It is.
I remember this guy.
It's a 15.
Mm-hmm. So roll 3d10.
Oh, by 1?
You take 20 psychic damage
Holy fucking
as he walks
balls.
in calmly, still, his face passive, and steps over your salt, not even scuffing the salt circle, and pulls out his blade. And we are going to end the session there.
What?
Badass
Hi.
fight time.
What did you do?
Badass fight time.
Perfect. So now we can all have a happy lunch and just be so happy and enjoy a nice lunch. And
It's gonna be so much fun, guys. We're gonna fight a bad guy.
Are we?
At least one of us is gonna fight a bad
Hey,
guy.
Luca. Hey, Luca.
Would you like to share story time?
I mean, we can.
Or we could do it
Oh,
off the air or in the Discord even.
I don't know. I'm gonna leave it up to chat. Do you
Chat.
want the story time? I'm not gonna get into particular details, super duper, because I'm gonna say 3 letters. T, P, K.
That's the show we're on.
Hey, I know that.
Hey, you
one.
guys, hold on. Wait. I wore a shirt today. For this. So, let's do
I
it.
didn't do anything.
But I
Toby
will
is
also
alive.
be wearing this next episode.
What? What
We
did
fine.
Toby do?
We don't have a warlock with dimension door or misty step either. So
Yeah, or Thunderstep or any of the. Yeah, we don't have. Yep.
and we're trapped inside
You guys
a
are
small
in a
cave.
Whose idea was this?
I love
Well-
this so much.
Why does this happen to me? Why? I said the words.
Wheel and woe.
Will
No,
and
no, no.
woe means
I need you to
up
understand.
to you.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just saying. There was a wheel and there was a woe.
Yes.
But
But,
usually
like,
that
I knew-
answer means
I knew the woe. I
kind
knew
of
the
depends
woe.
on you.
I knew the woe, and I knew what we would, and I knew I was like, okay, if we just go down there, we just spend the night, we just be real chill dudes, like everything will be fine. Hey man, no magics, no, this place is fucked. Just don't touch anything, don't do
Oh.
anything. That altar, leave it alone. Like,
A ritual spell too. Ooh, love it. Love to see it. It was so hard. I bet my poker face was terrible, but I was just sitting here.
I
like,
know, I saw, as it was happening, like, Luca, please, Luca, please, I can't do this again. No,
I'm sorry.
I'm not Barry, Luca. I don't have a shield, Luca. Luca, don't do this.
Um,
All right.
Anyways, that's going to conclude session 8 of Curse of Strahd, Dark Echoes. Thank you all for joining us. Tune in for more every other Saturday morning at 7 a.m. Pacific. Our next session will be Saturday, April 24th. Make sure to tune in. I am Luca Locke, and I have been your Dungeon Master this morning. Players, would you like to go around and bid everyone a good afternoon?
Yes, hi, hello. I'm Osirix Franco, and I played Ireena Kolyana, the human ranger. If you like my face and the words I say sometimes, you can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Osirix Franco. Don't mind my distracted nature. I am literally pulling up my calendar. As for where you can see me this week and what I've got going on, you can find me in the Harpers, here on TBK on Tuesday, over at Nat 20 and Beyond the Tides, as Harrison Gandazar. You can also find me tomorrow on Nat 20 in Morningstar and Company, a post-Strahd, post-Abyss, finally in Faerun campaign, which is entirely homebrew at this point, and GM'd by the fantastic DMF Snape. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of hype. It's just very good. You can also find me and Ty this upcoming Saturday in Murder and Coffee, where we will be doing a deep dive on the Dungeon Master's Guide. We're gonna let's talk mechanics. Let's talk weird rules, how we apply them, all of the things. I know that we're kind of working out a way to send out a survey or, take in suggestions of like what you think about the DMG. So if there are anything that you want to talk about, do you need rule decisions on how to manage something? Don't worry, we'll tell you how to live your life. So don't miss out on it. I'm passing it on over to Cole.
Hello, everybody. I am Kohlrabi. I play Colin, the antiquarian. Do we want to retroactive a little bit and tell our thoughts in this situation? Because I know nothing of Curse of Strahd, but if everyone died last time, how much do I want to survive instead of everyone die? I don't know. So I guess
To
Sarah
be
said
fair,
what she thought.
One character, there was one left standing.
And let's be clear, that was not because they did anything right.
Right. They were
That is
allowed
not because
to
that was
remain
not because of
standing.
anything. I will put it this way. The only time any damage was dealt was a crit. And that immediately did not matter. A single crit from a paladin with a magic weapon.
Fun. Yes, I also do things and stuff. Stream every Tuesday before TPK shows on my own channel. I'll be back tomorrow for Total Party Recap, where we will recap a weird amount of shows from the past 2 weeks, and we should have Foxy with us. And then on Monday, Sherlock Investigations returns for a rather titular episode that is bound to send everyone spiraling, and that's about all I'll say on that. For the rest of the month, I remain in Dark Echoes, and near the end of the month on the 25th, I will be in a glorious one-shot DM'd by Sarah called Swift and Vicious, and I will be playing Kip Acosta, a mechanic. So that's about it from me, and on to Ty.
Hi. I'm Tyrant. You can find me everywhere at Dr. Tyrant. I need someone to help me stop making bad decisions. Every single
She tried.
one.
You make fascinating mistakes.
And, I watched this episode of Luca's former campaign, and I just didn't put 2 and 2 together. So, we'll see what happens. I'm terrified. It's gonna be something.
Fine.
Yeah. I will be in Harper Investigations on Tuesday, bringing back Luke, who also is a TPK machine. This coming up Friday, I will be GMing Rutro, a Scooby-Doo one-shot in the Monster of the Week system. It's going to be very fun, very hijinksy. Keep your eye out on Twitter for all of the cosplay that is coming up for all of the characters this week. It's very cool. Keep your eyes on the Twitter for Al the Biffer's cosplay today, and you can probably see Hex cosplay out there from yesterday as well. Then come join us for Murder and Coffee on Saturday. It's going to be, we're not going to have a guest. It's just going to be Sarah and I hashing out the details of the DMG and other like mechanics. So it's just going to be a really chill, cool episode. On Sunday in the morning, 10 a.m. Pacific, will be part 3 of 55 Below Zero. So come watch Luca and I, along with Ikaj and Al, kill some Nazis. It's going to be great. It's going to be so awesome. I've been waiting for that for so long. And then obviously come back for Dark Echoes in 2 weeks, because you're not going to want to miss this. Tony?
Hey. Well, I'm only here on Tuesday. Tuesdays, Harper's, and then Beyond the Undergrowth. That's it. Go ahead, Turk.
Oh, you're muted?
I was muted, but not as long so as to suffice a curse. But hi, I am Turk, or Turk Accented on Twitch and Twitter. I was playing Alexander Sergeyevich Leonid, the human divine soul sorcerer. Sorry, I almost got my subclass. And I'm excited. It's gonna be great. And a big fight. It's gonna be cool. And we're gonna do a bunch of cool shit. And speaking of cool shit, we have a bunch of really cool stuff coming up. Of course, everyone's already talked about a lot of the amazing things. This Sunday, I will unfortunately be missing out on the fun and Soul Party recap, but you should definitely go check that out. And I will be, of course, rejoining next week. And then I will be in Harper Investigations as the fully armored himbo Ulrich. On Friday, I will be trying my best to be like Tony and playing as Scooby-Doo, Scoobert Dubert, and playing with Ty, so it's Monster of the Week. It'll be a whole lot of fun. Then, yeah, we have Swift and Vicious on the 25th, Barge of Rain on the 24th, of course, Dark Echoes on the 24th as well. And on the 18th, over on Neon Lights Roleplay, I will be joining them for an Only War campaign. And it's if I'm rolling, if I continue to roll as I have thus far in like testing, it might not be very long, or I will be cycling through a whole bunch of different characters. So, yeah, really exciting stuff. So keep it locked here for more of that goodness. And I'll throw it back over to Luca.
Sorry, I'm going to cut in really quick because I forgot. Tonight is Top Shelf. I forgot. I was looking forward. I looked too far forward. Come back here, TPK, catch Top Shelf. We're playing 17th century minimalist. So it's the likes of me, Vermin will be joining us. We've got Al, we've got Ikaj, all playing at JK's table as we try a new system and look real fancy doing it. So don't come back, hang out. It'll be great. I will need to buy a drink, make suggestions of what I should get.
Okay. I am in so many of the things that you guys already mentioned. So I will just leave it there. Just come check out the schedule, come hang out in the Discord, and you will be able to figure out where you can find me. But as far as that goes, I feel like we're all wrapped up there, and I'm going to say goodbye. And hopefully everyone goes and has very chill, very happy, very hopeful lunch. And
Yes.
we will leave you there.
I literally feel like I've been punched in the gut. Like I feel like I'm having PTSD.
Ty owes us donuts.
I have been
for
trying to
real.
be the good noodle after I just keep getting yelled at, and now I'm
No.
not the one fucking everything.
It's very
hey,
good.
Ty.
I love this.
Everything's fine. It
Right.
really is fine. It really
It's
is
gonna be
fine.
amazing.
Just
Amazing.
I'm not gonna wear makeup next session. I'm just not, because I'm just gonna cry it right off my body.
All is well.
Do we want to throw
All
a raid?
will be well. Yeah, is there someone to raid? I don't know. Who's to raid?
I sent you a message of options.